This is not savable. And I've died in this room twice now. But we're not dying. As much as you would have thought, I know. I am kind of just built different, but I also like heavily practiced to become better at this game. So like the one mod that I did, that one mod probably took me about 50 hours, and I did not beat it in its entirety. There's still that like Grandmaster lobby I need to do. That's how much time I spent in casual Breath of the Wild, dude. You're not gonna like what I have to say about Breath of the Wild. I recently played it for the first time. But yeah, in fact, how much of a Breath of the Wild did I do? I got 90 shrines. I played it as a wee lad. I don't even remember the game, not gonna lie. Bro, how old are you? You were playing banjo as a wee lad, were you not? Pick a lane. You're either a boomer or you're a zoomer. Pick one. I lie very comfortably within zoomer. I can't wait for the day when Celeste is going to be old. Played it when you were 16 or 17. So 2017, you were 17 years old. No way, you're only like 24, 25 this year. Man, okay, he's not the man I thought he was. I just figured since you played banjo, you were just like old as fart or something. I don't know. Just turned 24 like last month. Gotcha. I got a sister who's your age, so like that's kind of how I did that quick math. I'm not smart. Fun fact. Actually, not intelligent at all. You told me this. Yeah, I don't know. I just figure I am such a spry youngin'. Which is not true anymore, dude. That person who was in chat, who's just like hanging out with me, they say things every once in a while. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is Defcon before you explicitly made that comparison with your sister before? What the fuss am I telling you about my sister, man? I'm just way too open about my familial ties. What sister? I only have brothers. I can't believe that my first run was just the run. Again. And now I'm not gonna live up to that hype again. But it's okay. It was like late already. Now I have a lot of time to be a degen and just like stay for hours playing Celeste. Get up, get up, get up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Do I have 3 keys? No, I only have 2 keys. One of them is a golden berry. One of them is a Jerry. Alright, time to not die in this room again. I know what my problem is. I'm just taking this too quickly. I need to slow down. I almost did it again, man. That's the thing, I'm like no longer worried. Because, like, what do I have to be worried about? I know I can get to the last room. And that's my downfall, it's my hubris. How did I get here faster than you? I didn't hate it. I think I had a lot of problems. I did not hate Breath of the Wild. I think its main problems were it made up for its emptiness in its scope. I really felt like in a lot of instances, like, now granted, I only completed 90 of the 120 shrines. So maybe I'm not the best example of this, but like, I felt, first of all, the combat chalked up to go to places, get bigger weapon, and when you get bigger weapon, you do better. Like, you hardly learn new techniques. Completing 120 isn't anything special, it just happens. I know, that's another thing, it's like they don't reward the player beyond doing anything other than like the minimum requirement of like, well, not the minimum requirement, but like I remember I did a major test of strength shrines before I did modest test of strength shrines. And like it took me forever and I was like, oh sweet, nice, and then I got a super good weapon and then I was able to do more shrines, and then that was like the end of the gameplay loop in my head. It was like, well, there's not a whole lot that's better than this, right? You know, you can get all the heart containers and stuff, you can get to yourself to the point where you're unkillable, you can learn all the recipes, and like, it is like, from like a storytelling perspective, it's a great game. It's like a massive immersive world. Well, cool AF until you get to the 9th one, it becomes easy AF. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, and that was like the height of difficulty in the game, you know? There's like self-imposed challenges and whatnot, but like, I'm not as incentivized to complete those since what do I get? That's why I'm doing Goldenberry in the first place, is because like, I get something for doing something absolutely ridiculously difficult. And the skill ceiling is just so high, you know? Not only that, but like, I am not a fan of the stasis, like, power. Okay, give me a second. I gotta, like, get that one. Okay. The DLC for Trial of the Sword was good, though. That was tough on Master Mode. Yeah, that was another thing. It's like, you want me to play the whole game again on, like, a different mode when the experience itself felt lacking? Like, granted, that's obviously that's just a personal thing. If you really, really like the game, then having played Mario Odyssey, 100%ing that game, and then like giving Breath of the Wild a good shot, like beating the game, doing all the major shrines, and like trying to fill out the entire map, I feel like I would consider that giving a game a good shot, and it just didn't do it for me. It was like very, I don't know, it's boring. Yeah, Master Mode should have been available from the start, and New Game Plus does not work for an open world game like that. I agree, yeah. But yeah, Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild were like both slated for Game of the Year, and I'll be honest, I feel a little... I was not old enough to care at that point in time. I was also a wee lad. But like, now that I'm older and having played both of those games, I'm like, Mario Odyssey got snubbed, dude. Because like there's new content. That's another thing. Is like the New Game Plus thing, there's not like post-game content in like Legend of Zelda unless it's DLC. Like, what's my incentive to go beyond and to keep playing this game once Hyrule's saved? What's gonna rope me in? Like, the experience itself, yeah, it was pretty good. And like, I'm not a big Zelda fan. I liked Breath of the Wild. I just don't think it lives up to the hype. Cheats because it has the name Zelda? Yeah. Like, if you put like any other name behind Zelda, I feel like half of the games would be considered mid. Not only that, I think the game kind of takes itself too seriously. This might just be like a me preference, but like in terms of like the world building in a lot of the games take themselves a bit too seriously. I don't know what that is. This isn't like it insists upon itself, Lewis, kind of thing. It's more like yes, there is like an epic vibe to it. It insists upon itself, yeah. You got the reference. But almost in a way it does insist upon itself. It's like, it's a very serious concept with very silly concepts in between. Like during your adventure, really silly things happen, and not just in, you know, Breath of the Wild. But then it's like sandwiched. Like you got the beginning and the end of the game, and then you got like everything in between, and everything in between has a tendency to be a little goofy. And like, I don't know, like there's just such a narrative about like saving Hyrule, and like, you know, Link was asleep for 100 years, and like 100 years after Hyrule fell to ruin, it's his job to finally bring it back. I don't know. I think it's okay to have silly games with wide scopes. And so, like, a lot of that fell flat for me, because one second, I'd be like, you know, I'd be riding on the back of a Lionel, stabbing him with, you know, a frickin', like a pitchfork that I got from local farmer number 28. And then, all of a sudden, like, the spectacle of the ending was great. I just think the silliness and the seriousness needs to be a bit more streamlined, or at least more focused. I think you can have both. It just needs to be focused in the right areas. You do that because the map was made before the continent, so it forced itself to be open world. That is a piece of information that I did not know, and is very nice to know. It does feel very, like... Yeah, like, the fact that it's open world and the fact, like, the gameplay does not match that. It feels like I'm supposed to go somewhere and do something. That's another thing that, like, I've noticed. I'm not the biggest fan of, like, super open world games. I like a little bit of a nudge in the right direction, which, like, Breath of the Wild did, but when you do that, you miss out on, like, I want to say, like, 90% of all the content of the game, and then otherwise, why are you incentivized to do so? Also, the fact that, like, you are not incentivized by any material thing to do all the shrines, but you do get something for collecting all the Korok seeds is kind of disgusting. That is bad game design, in my opinion. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. That is a possibility I had not considered up until this point. But yeah, like, I don't know. It insists upon itself. It insists upon itself, Lewis. It's actually insane. Like, it takes itself too seriously. We're just added to fill the space. That's another thing. Like, everything that was added was to fill the space that already existed there. And that's not how you do game. The map should be built around... Now, take Celeste, for example. I'm like 99% sure that most of the movement was made before the full game. Not only that, the full game was released before Farewell, and there were things in the game that, like, were not implemented in base game. And the devs were like, okay, now you have to do it. So, like, for example, you see me doing some of these, like, crazy, like, dash on the ground things, where I go flying in a direction. That is not, like, base game stuff. Okay, I guess we're doing another go-around of this. Bouncing on this, coming over here, bouncing on this, going over here, bouncing on this. We live to fight another day. Nice. But, like, Celeste worlds feel like they're built around the movement, and not vice versa. Alright, now we're actually on the difficult part of Windspring's room. Let's not frick this up. I need to stop holding right there so soon. I'm gonna die again. But hey, we made it. This gets to recon. I'm like almost positive of it. Unless I flub this one jump at the end of this room here. Which is like really easy to do. It's very precise. Nope, we're good. I say we get to recon. I could mess it up in like the next chapter, but like I doubt it. It's a very easy chapter. I was also carried because of the leaping graphics at the time, even though it was still super laggy. Yeah, it was like, it was very novel for its time, like the graphics and the art style. The art style was very unique for like any sort of Nintendo game. And that's not to say like, oh, the graphics were bad. It's like, I'm saying that they were good, but you can't build a game off of good graphics. That's not Nintendo's design philosophy anyway. So when it won all these awards, and I was like, this isn't like what I like Nintendo for, I like it more for the gameplay, it was upsetting. It does not help that I'm not a Zelda fan in general. So, like there's that of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do not need the audio anymore. Nice. Also, now this is a bit of a controversial opinion, but Nintendo's protagonists not like talking, I think aids to their detriment. Make your characters dynamic. I know the focus isn't the story, but if you're going to make a story-heavy game where you feel like you have to take things seriously, like in Breath of the Wild, where they do take themselves very seriously, make the character dynamic. The whole point of like the silent protagonist archetype that Nintendo has going on is because you're supposed to be able to put yourself in the shoes of the protagonist. And I think that that's a detriment because it makes the character less dynamic. It makes their connections with people, like Link's entire arc is he is the chosen one. Silent protag is eh. I could not have said it better. Oh wait, I got a ping. I'm in recon. This is what yapping does to a person. There we go. Pace. Take on entry again, baby. Yo, it's the Goom Yapper. That's funny. That's what they call me. Ugh, people. It's okay. I'll still select your voice out of everyone else's. I think you're cool. Alright. Let's kick it. Good luck, recon. Thank you. We hit it back here again with the Krispy Kreme. Spent the last, like, half hour talking about Breath of the Wild and how it's overrated, so can't wait for that to be my legacy amongst the Celeste VOD reviewers. You say ugh, people. Did you play, Asmi, did you play Mario and Luigi Brothership? I gotta know. Because that very line happens. Good luck, good luck. I have not. Is it good? I consider it to be a faithful Mario and Luigi game, which is enough for me. It's not enough for everyone. I think it does lack in some areas. It's not my favorite Mario and Luigi game, but I still think it's good. It looked interesting. It is. I think it is a novel concept, and I really like that. Oh, I forgot about this. This is where I died last time. It's because I was not used to the cycles. Okay, we're fine. Just keep in mind you gotta shmove at Jellyfish Room. After Jellyfish Room. Yeah, after this room I gotta shmove. It was cool. I liked it. Alright. Tight feather movement. Butt clenched. Hands sweaty. Mama spaghetti. Day 2, wow. Dude, I got all the way to Goom on day 1. I was in Golden Room on day 1. It was my 6th golden attempt ever. That's why I said recovering from heartbreak. That's what that was. I did it in a day, like 69. Oh, day 69. I thought you meant 69 attempts. I'm definitely overpracticed. I've been practicing it for this for months. Focus? Dude, this is me focusing. If I'm not yapping, I will die. And I mean that. Don't read chat. That's all I'm doing. I'm going off of my OBS footage to play. Hate yap is what caused this run. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I think it's overrated, so I will only criticize it because everyone else loves it, and that's not what's being talked about. What's being talked about are all the good things that it has, not all the bad things. I also haven't played Tears of the Kingdom yet, which I fully intend to do. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. On 5 we go under, and then on this one we go under. Bounce. 1, 2. I haven't played a couple hours, but didn't stick. IDKY. Strawberry Jam. I don't know what Strawberry Jam has to do with anything. I was talking about how I have done the expert heart side in the Spring 2020 collab, but not Strawberry Jam. I have not touched Strawberry Jam yet. Probably not going to do that for a while, especially after getting this. A Smash Night with the boys. Those are the most fun, yeah. I say as I'm like actively not paying attention to my run. I'm not invited to Smash Nights anymore. It's because I'm too good at the game. I make people sad. Nice, that room sucks. I hate that room. Getting past that room is actually kind of goated. It hasn't been one a long run. RC14 is ass. If you beat Schlongster, you're too good. I 3-stock Schlongster on a normal basis. I'm the best Banjo-Kazooie main in my state, as me. Or Province, whatever the frick they call it. GG Chokefish, is that what they call it? I can see why. Alright, last room. Ayo, farewell entry. No, yeah, I kinda clean Schlongster. I clean Zoinks too. But yeah, best Banjo-Kazooie main in my state. That's where I wanted to be with Smash Bros. I got there and then I kinda dropped it. Cause like at that point, where do you go? You know, you can keep playing and like trying to climb the ranks with a low tier, but like I'm okay with cleaning, you know, O2 McGee's at locals with like, you know, who are playing Joker and stuff like that, so that's always fun. There's this one guy that I always go toe-to-toe with. He was a really good Joker main. Yeah, he's probably much better than me now, but back when I was more into it, we'd go toe-to-toe. His name is Melodic. But yeah, always loved playing with him. Playing high tiers with a low tier, and then it was even, because like we had to adapt to each other, and it was very fun. Oh, my anus! That tickled my anus hairs. That singed my anus hairs. That's electricity right there. Alright, we're on fall, baby. Dash there. What are people saying in chat? I want to see. I'm in the middle of a farewell room, but I want to see what people are saying in chat. What do you think about floating point? Like floating point errors? Like in coding or stuff? Alright. By the by, for those of you that thought we were doing anything but Moonberry today, you are sorely mistaken, and I am sorry to have made you feel that way. Let me see what these people are saying. Floating point from Strawberry Jam. I haven't played Strawberry Jam. I've only played the Spring 2020 collab. 18 Shroom. You guys are just saying words now. I'm like a Celeste normie, alright? I might be good at the game, but I'm still a normie. Only mod I've ever played is Spring 2020 collab. It's because my friend introduced me to it in like 2020, and I was like, I'll play it one day, and then I finally did. Whee! Oh wait, guys, I'm on like Moonberry path right now. I didn't think about this. Wait, guys, what do I do now? One must imagine the conscious Celeste player happy. He maxed out his normie stats and zeroed up speedrunner stats. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, guys, I died! I gotta restart! Rather, it's a Plants vs. Zombies left with Shroom. That's so true. Good luck, Backtrack. Thank you. Can't wait to die on Moonberry Room, of all things. If I get past this, that's like, you know, 2 days in a row, I'm making it to Golden Room. Making it to Groom. No. Scratch that. And we land here. Make sure you release there early. And there we are. That is Moonberry Room complete. Anybody who ever dies after this point, like, is actually cringe. Okay, so I've been to Golden Room once. I know what to do. I did it blind first time around. That obviously went very well. Grab that, and we make our way. Moonberry. What the frick, no? That's so funny. I actually got Asmi with that. Bro does not play Celeste. You haven't practiced since then? Of course, dude. I'm playing... Dude, do you know what I'm playing on? You see this? You see this bull crap? You see this piece of crap console I'm playing on? You think I got practice? You think I got mods? Did you get me or did I get you? That's true. Could have still been possible to practice? Probably. Anyway, Gloom. Yeah. It's time to yap. I remember, so like I didn't run the entirety of Goldenberry without I did it without webcam. Because I just didn't think I'd get to this point again. Come on, man. Okay, now let me see down there. Okay, actually, okay, one more time. I bounce off of that guy, bounce up over here, and then I allow myself to Jellevator, get another bounce. I can do neutral jumps. Well, I don't need to do neutral jumps. I got a jelly. Grab that, go over there, and then after that, that's like the hard part. So there's an ending vibe to the level like 5 times already. When does it end? That's pretty funny. That's just farewell for you, man. Exclusive to Golden. Yeah, this room right here, this is exclusive to Golden. That's why I can't practice it. Not bouncing off of this guy, not a fan of that idea. But I will bounce off of this guy and I will face this way. And then we'll do it again. And that's it! Guys, I did it. Gotcha. Make you think. If you think I'm doing anything other than just this here, you're crazy. Wow, guys. I did it! I did it! Yay! I don't need to be one more day! Also, can I like... Oh, what's in here? Nothing? Wouldn't it be funny if there was like, game... Just shut up, Asmi. Guys, I hope you know this guy who's trash talking me right now. He's better than me at Banjo-Kazooie. He's the world record holder in any percent. Kill that guy. Honestly, not even cheat, guys. I could just jump off this direction. I could do it right now. All right, I'm gonna take a picture real quick so I can prove it to my friend. He doesn't believe me. All right, metal. Boom! 202. I have a live stream anyway. Nah, it's more personal this way. Dash up without jumping. He's taking a selfie. Aw, sorry. My bad. By the way, anybody who wants to know how this ends, you gotta play the game yourself. Don't look at that. That's not real. Guys, I hope you understand that like I am masking my excitement so much right now. Number one. Oh, the golden. We didn't even get to 69. Hold up. Okay, now we gotta grind. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Ain't no thing. I could do all keys right now if I wanted. We gotta grind deaths real quick. We going for 2 times? Nah. Well, I mean, I could. Wait, I could. Okay.